Welcome back to the deep dive. For too long, artificial intelligence has felt like this futuristic, almost sci-fi concept. Today, we're going to push all that hype aside. We're focusing on the concrete, measurable ways AI is solving uh, really big, real-world problems right now.
That's our mission, exactly. To sort of give you a shortcut to understanding the impact this tech is having. And it's having that impact in some pretty surprising places.
So let's start with a really simple definition, just to ground us.
Sure. I mean, fundamentally, AI is just machines doing tasks that would normally require human intelligence, things like pattern recognition or prediction.
But the difference is huge, right? It's not just a standard piece of software following rules.
No, and that's the crucial point. AI doesn't just execute rules, it learns from data, it evolves. And that learning capability is where all the power comes from.
We're talking about systems that can look at millions of data points in just seconds. They can see patterns that are basically invisible to a human team.
And they can make decisions consistently without getting tired. Let's start where that precision really means life or death. Healthcare.
AI in diagnostics. This feels like a huge leap forward.
It is. It's rewriting the timeline for how we find diseases. We found this striking example out of a California hospital system. They had an AI imaging algorithm
And they trained it on what?
on over 500,000 mammograms.
Wow, 500,000.
500,000. And the measurable outcome was, well, it was immediate. The AI system detected early-stage breast cancer 20% more accurately than traditional screening.
Okay, let's unpack that.
Yeah.
20% isn't just a small number. That means catching cancers that would have been missed.
That's it exactly, missed on the first pass. And just as importantly, it also cut down on false positives. So you're reducing so much unnecessary anxiety and, follow-up procedures for people.
So if AI can save lives one patient at a time, what happens when we scale that up, like to a continent-wide crisis?
That brings us to disaster response. Things like environmental modeling, where accurate forecasting is everything.
Right. We saw the example of the Nepal earthquake.
Exactly. When all the traditional mapping systems failed, they deployed these AI-powered drones. And the AI wasn't just taking photos, it was instantly classifying structural stability, the materials, everything.
So the drones were mapping the collapse zones.
10 times faster than manual teams could ever manage. That speed guides rescue operations. It saves lives.
The speed of that data classification.
Yeah.
That's the real story there. Okay, so let's connect that sheer efficiency to the bottom line. Let's talk business.
It's a natural fit. We saw this fascinating case with a construction firm. They used something called an AI migration planner agent.
Whoa, okay, you have to break that down. What on earth is an AI migration planner agent?
It's a specialized tool, so think about moving all of your company's computer systems from a server in your office to the cloud. It's incredibly complex. This AI maps all those dependencies automatically.
And the result?
It took the planning time from 40 hours, that's a full week of an expert's time, down to just 3 hours.
An order of magnitude change. That's incredible. And it's not just the back-end office tasks, is it? We saw a retail example, too.
Yes, a company that brought in an AI customer support agent, they saw a 70% reduction in support tickets.
And an 18% increase in monthly sales. So it's cutting costs and growing revenue at the same time.
That's it. It's doing both through these highly personalized product recommendations. But with this kind of power, you have to talk about responsible stewardship. It's not optional.
Right. If we want this to keep working, we need guardrails. Trust. Our sources pointed to 4 key principles for that. Bias reduction, data privacy, accountability,
And the really tricky one, explainability.
a black box problem.
Exactly. If an AI denies someone a loan, we can't just accept that decision. We need to know why it made that choice. If you can't explain it, you can't fix any bias in it, and you certainly can't hold anyone accountable when it fails.
When we connect all these dots, trustworthy AI can start to address these even bigger global issues.
It can. We're seeing systems that optimize how you distribute resources for, say, poverty reduction. Or, on the inclusion front, AI-powered speech-to-text is opening up access to education and jobs for people with disabilities.
So the core conclusion here, for you listening, is that AI really becomes powerful when it's aligned with human values, when it's focused on solving these meaningful, everyday problems.
From a cancer diagnosis to a construction timeline.
So we'll leave you with this final thought to ponder. If AI's greatest strength is its ability to learn and adapt, What complex societal challenge, one that relies on, subjective human judgment, like
Yeah.
maybe reforming the justice system or guaranteeing universal basic services? What challenge will be the most difficult to solve while still guaranteeing those ethical guardrails? That's the real tension, isn't it? The power versus the responsibility.